guess I'm trying to keep my balance.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Matt, and I just wanted to address a very controversial topic in the Battlefield 1 community right now. This may trigger some just hearing the name or reading the name of this map, so I'd like to put a disclaimer here just in case any of you get upset easily. Today, I wanted to talk about SUEZ. Now, I know. What the fuck? Gross. Now, when I first played SUEZ a few weeks ago, my initial reaction after the match was over, and as I watched as our team had 300 points opposed to the enemy team having 1,000, I thought to myself, is this real? Is this actually a map that was thought out by the minds of our beloved DICE in Stockholm? I contemplated giving up on Battlefield, but I thought I would give the map, a few more chances, and I gotta say, what the actual fuck, DICE? I make this video sort of sarcastically, but also at the same time not really. I feel like DICE sat there and made all these fantastic maps and then decided to take a lunch break and let the interns create a map that would make it into the full game. I really don't like SUEZ, and that's the intro to my video. Alright, but in all seriousness, hey guys, how's it going? My name is Matt, and I think there's, some changes that need to be made to SUEZ. The map is just so uneven, and was the clusterfuck maps that I was talking about before Battlefield 1 came out. I expected a map that was like Metro and like Locker, but not like this. Let's quickly look over SUEZ as a map from a bird's eye view. So you can see here that if you take this left lane, you're more than likely going to be able to make it to A or C and do a little cheeky reverse cap, but more than likely you're going to die trying. And then you have this middle lane, which don't even bother, you'll throw your headset eventually. It's a fucking pain in the ass to get down that lane. There's a sentry on B, but by the time the sentry loads his machine gun, you'll already be mortared to bits. And then there's this right side, crowded by snipers and mortars like every other part of this map. You have no chance of making it anywhere, especially if your team is somehow winning and the enemy team has an armor train which is impossible to get to without getting fucking massacred. Now you're probably thinking, well, this sounds like a whole lot of fun, and I'm here to tell you that it can be sometimes. If you have a shotgun and attempt to cap A from the enemy team, it is a ton of fun because you can work up some pretty gnarly streaks. On the other hand, and a more serious note, this is not the map for Conquest or 64 players. There's not enough cover and there's just too much open space between the C flag and A flag because the B flag is in the middle, but capping B is really tough, especially when there's so many explosives. I think the addition of players being able to turn off explosives or at least mortars on SUEZ, it'll make it a more playable map definitely than it is right now. Right now, in my opinion and a few others, it is one of the worst maps in the game and possibly the franchise, but that's just my opinion. Some of you may actually love this map and find it very similar to the gameplay of Metro and Locker, but I just don't really see it. The addition of tanks and horses to this map is all fine and dandy, but they rarely last very long because they get blown up so quickly because of the close quarters nature of this map. The behemoth is way too far away from any central zone, and I think this map would be better set with it rolling through the left side or even the middle of the map to reduce the range and the ability of the behemoth, because right now it's a bit overpowered, not just a bit, but really crazily overpowered. Oh yeah. The only way to really get to the armor train is with AT rockets, but it does such little damage, especially with the amount of health the train has, and eventually it just becomes a really frustrating experience, especially when the losing team doesn't have to worry about an armor train killing them and just proceed to push your shit in while you're trying to slowly break down this armored train. And I know this video is more of a rant. I don't really do rants that much. I guess I do. I don't really fucking know. I know it was more of a rant instead of, how this map could be changed. I've given a couple ideas, not really, but I gave, the train. The train is a big change, and I think there needs to be way more cover added to this map. But I really just wanted to put it out there that if you haven't played this game yet and you're going to play SUEZ, know that you're not alone in knowing this map is shit. There's a bunch of people that just skip it entirely. I skip it entirely if it shows up in rotation. I really do not like this map, but God knows we're going to see in the server browser these 3,000 ticket SUEZ servers that just never end. People are going to be getting 300 plus kills, and that's all fine. You can do whatever the hell you want, but it is a frustrating map and I highly dislike. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you drop a like down below. I've been up all night for 2 days straight playing this game, and I'm only level 40. I'm really enjoying this game, one of my favorite Battlefield games of all time. I'll have a ton more videos coming. Drop a like down below if you liked the video. Dislike it if you didn't really like it, which is okay with me. That's fine. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're getting on 20 I don't really know where we are. 2600. Yeah, 2600. We're getting close, so I hope we'll be there soon. Follow me on Twitter for all the latest updates and shit about videos and whatnot. As always, thanks again for the last fucking time, guys. I'll see you later.
Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life slow, where laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good, there lived a little boy who was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said. Me and you tonight, we're gonna make